Hi, it's Stephen here from Sound of an Ocean Wave, and this is day 19 of the April daily draws. So as we start the weekend, let's see what message we get. And I'll be taking the first card from the Druidcraft Tarot, followed by an Oracle card from the Celtic Spirit Oracle. So let's choose our first card and get the reading underway. Okay, here we go. And we'll go there. We have the Sun card. I think we had this before, didn't we? So we're getting emphasizing of various messages. So it's like it's really putting a stress point on these messages that we're getting. When things come up more than once, it's like we're just repeating this because it needs to be taken in. This is an important message. And this was about, it's time to be ourselves. It's time to be ourselves unashamedly, without inhibition, to have the confidence to just be ourselves and get out and do what we need to do to realize our dreams and ambitions. This is the get out there card, get out there and do it card. This is, and it's also a new chance for a fresh start sometimes. The positive energy's there behind us, like the sun's behind him here, to do something really positive in our lives, to do something constructive, creative. This is not the time to shrink back, to shy away, to hide away. This is the time to be open, to be vulnerable in some ways in that way. Whereas with a childlike quality of, they are often vulnerable because they've not learnt all the reasons why they shouldn't be. They're just open, straight. You know, most kids are open, straightforward. They don't care about conventions or whatever. They'll be themselves. And I'm speaking generally. There's some kids that have trouble, but most kids tend to, it's only as we get older that we start to realize that maybe we shouldn't be as there are risks to being that way too much in the wrong circumstances, and we sort of acquire these inhibitions and fears and anxieties about these social anxieties and things as we get older. Whereas perhaps what this card is saying to us is that we may not totally divulge ourselves of that because it's part of us as individuals, but try and get back as much as we can to that sense of being at least a little vulnerable, to just be ourselves, to not put masks on as we go out into the world. There's a degree where sometimes we have to put certain masks on just to to relate to in certain situations. But for instance, our work persona can be different to, the way we behave at work is different to the way we would behave if we were going out on a sort of leisurely night out with friends. There's a difference there. One's more professional, one's more casual, and more sort of, perhaps relaxed. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's if when we do that, we're our true selves, but in the style suitable to the setting. It's not that we're trying to be someone different. It's just that we're tempering our personality to fit the nature of the circumstance in which we're in. That is okay. That we all do that. That's part of life. It's when we it's when we repress our true selves, though, and try and form a false identity because we don't believe that our real identity is good enough. That's where we need to perhaps change our perspective. So this card challenges us to do that. But to me, it's a get out there and do it card with the positive, confident energy that we can, and to see this as a new start with the simplicity of with that simplicity of that childlike mentality. This is what I want to do. This is who I am. So this is what's happening, and do it. So and this card will be saying to us that now is the time, and the positive energy is there for us to seize hold of, to move us out to that sort of sense of being, and but it's up to us to choose to do that or not. So that's basically what this card is. That's what this card is saying today. I did go on to other matters when it came out before, but I'm not going to repeat those. I think really this is just a summary message, is remember the message of this card and get out there and do it. Okay, let's see which oracle card we get to go with that. Okay, here we go. The Oak Guardian. Yesterday we had the oak again, didn't we? We had the oak itself, and we were talking about, out of little acorns, big oak trees grow. Here we have the Oak Guardian of the oak here. Threshold, answers, open mind. We're on the threshold, perhaps, of a new beginning, or of a new opportunity, or for growth, for development, for achievement, getting the answers we want. But it's important we have an open mind. We don't limit ourselves or the situation, or we keep an open mind about things, so that we don't put too much limitation or be too narrow in our belief of what we can achieve. Keep an open mind as we move out confidently, doing the things we want to do, changing our perspective where necessary. Keeping that open mind is always being willing to change our perspective about what we can do, and then use this as a threshold to cross over, as a doorway, like it's in the tree there, into the next stage for ourselves. So let's get out there and do it. That is the message for today. So that is today's message. I'll be back tomorrow with day 20. Until then, thank you for listening. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye-bye.